quick Tuesday recap. Um, so going into the day, overall order flow was pretty bullish going into this. But I was open to the shorts. It was kind of a neutral bias going into the day. What happened? I'm just gonna go on the 15-minute real quick. Was right before market open. ES already swept Asia high and its place above it, but Nasdaq just swept it, and then we started kind of getting some displacement down. Um, we had some good targets to the lows. We had London low right here, and we had these stacked lows right here into this. There was a 2 hour for value gap right here. No, that was down here actually. Um, yeah, there's a 2 hour down here. All this is kind of low resistance liquidity, and yeah, these lows right here. So off open. Uh, Basically, if we swept this and displaced lower, looking for these, and then if we couldn't find an entry for that, looking for these, and if we displaced with this high, I was looking for previous day highs. Um, so going on the 1 minute, real quick. Market opens right here. We retake this high, and as you can see, there's no displacement above that, right? That's a good sign for bearish. We get displacement down into this pretty close to London lows, actually. I wasn't expecting retrace, but we did. Honestly, this looked at the moment, it kind of looked like a flip to me because just like the V shape right here, it didn't really look like it was slowing down. But looking on the 5 minute, there was a 5 minute gap right here, right? And we were still technically respecting it. So I saw all of these lows swept, right? And I saw this 5 minute bullish candle, and I was like, okay, you look pretty fucking bullish. But if we respect this 5 minute gap and get some sort of displacement down, down take shorts. But also there was 10 a.m. news today. So basically the setup that happened, right, is we were inside this 5 minute, we're chopping around a little bit. Um, we put in this SMT right here actually. And looking on ES was a little bit cleaner, I want to say. I don't know if ES even had a 5 minute gap. Had a 3 minute gap, but we were expecting it a lot cleaner than NASDAQ. And ES was the more what is it? The bullish pair too. So seeing that get respected well was a good sign. And this entry was 4 minutes before news. And so what do you do before news sometimes? You sometimes chop around a shit ton. So I didn't want to enter that. Uh, the news candle ended up sweeping it out, which is good, but I'm fine with missing out on that trade. But yeah, this displacement, this candle right here was pretty clear. There was a 3 minute for value app we were trading into, but like, bro, if we're getting that kind of displacement from this 5 minute, like we're going to at least these lows, and that trade right there is a 1.3 R, so super clean. We continue sweeping out all these lows, right? You don't really get a closure below it. Um, and then we start trading back down through it. And ES did the same exact thing, right? We kept closing below those lows. And so to me, that looks like our next draw is, since there's no real area to reject right here, there's no big time frame imbalances. These lows look pretty clear to me that these want to get swept if we are to continue to be bearish. So what happened here, right? None of these are good, right? We retrace into a 5 minute, and then literally the same exact thing. This bearish displacement candle, super clear, right? We're going lower right here. So this is where I took my entry. I put my stops right here just because we were so incredibly bearish in that bearish displacement. Like, if we retrace up here, like we're going higher. It doesn't matter. We're inducing this high. So I took it there and right here, 1.5 R, and I got in way too light. I'm just gonna go on paper just to show you what the sizing was. Actually, fuck it, bro. I'll go on my trade rate. So I have proof. Um, yeah, so I was aiming for a 450 win, 450 to 480. But I sized in too light actually. The volatility was pretty good today, and I did think the move was kind of over, I was still watching the charts, but I probably should have gone in 4, maybe 5 micros instead of 3. But nonetheless, it was like super quick. It literally hit my TP in like a minute and a half, so not too bad. But took the win. I was off of the charts after that. We ended up hitting this 2 hour too, which was my draw. But like, bro, I don't need to hold it that low, to be honest. Like my win rate is lower for holding for high RR, so I just took out there. ES swept it too, all that shit, and then we started getting displacement back up into this range. I was off the charts at this point, but I did mark out some more things, and there was a pretty clean trade, right? So right here we're inside of I believe this was a 10-minute gap. Yeah, it was a 10-minute gap. Started chopping on it, and one of the biggest things I do, I don't trade with chop. So just waiting for some sort of breakout if we're gonna go lower. We end up inversing. There was a 5-minute gap right here. We inversed it, and so I was like, okay, we're still respecting bearish PD arrays, and I think we're at least gonna retake this low. The only entry that I saw was this. This was a 5-minute gap. I want to say a 5-minute gap. Yeah, it was a 5-minute gap. So we get that gap tap right here. I kind of want to see this 1-minute inverse. And again, bro, like this is the most perfect day. This bearish candle is super clear to me that we're going lower. Yeah, I would have taken stops up here. Honestly, like obviously I would have gone break even at this low, but if I'm being honest, I would have targeted this low again. It would have gone hit, but not after I got broken even right here. So that is unfortunate, but shit happens. I want to see what ES was doing here too. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, oh no, there was an SMT. Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Yeah. So honestly, I would probably have been come fully out at the SMT. So this trade would have probably been another little over 1 RR. But it's the same shit, bro. You're bearish, you wait for a retracement and then displacement out of that gap. And odds of you taking that low again are pretty fucking high. Um, but yeah, no, as soon as ES swept that low, I would have been out. And let's see what the rest of the day did. Yeah, we're still bearish. And honestly, I don't have to look in the 5-minute, bro. There's no entries for me here. Yeah. Just because we swept this low, right? Um we got displacement above this high. And so this is the biggest fair value gap. So I kind of want to see this get inverse. I'm not really confident in shorts until it is inversed. And so I'm not taking shorts from this 5-minute gap. Not until that low, but just for practice reason, if if that 5-minute gap didn't exist, right? We got a retracement to the 5-minute gap up here. I would say these two bearish candles would be the entry because this one isn't big enough and these two show clear bearish movement. PP would be at this low. And I guess I would probably hold maybe a runner down here, which is not bad. Now I want to see if there's any SMTs here. Yeah, again, bro, another SMT. ES is just more bearish today. ES was more bullish to start off, but now it's more bearish now. But yeah, I would have been fully out right here. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't hold runner just because that low was swept, but still another 1.3 R. And yeah, nothing else today. But yeah, I'm gonna start keeping like a journal, a gallery, I guess, in my photos of just winning trades and losing trades. And whenever I feel like it, I can just go over them, seeing like what trades actually win. Wait, what a winning trade looks like. I know what winning trade looks like, but like just like it's just another way of getting more experience, I guess, because a couple things like there was a handful of A plus setups, a very small handful of A plus setups in December. And the way I think about it is if I look at A plus setups every single day in that gallery, then when it happens, it like there's just gonna be a light bulb in my head that is just gonna be like, yeah, this shit is fucking playing out. Um, the light bulb is always still there, but the light bulb can always be more light bulbier, if you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll see the price action.